How you doing today? I'd like to welcome y'all to Q City World, and today we be talking about Danny Jacobs saying Canelo has no chance of beating GGG. I was reading an article on Boxing News 24 by Jim Dower, former middleweight champion. Danny Jacobs, 32 wins, 2 losses, 29 KOs, is picking Gennady Golovkin, 37 wins, 0 losses, 33 KOs to defeat the highly popular Mexican pay-per-view attraction, Saul Canelo Alvarez, 49 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 34 KOs this Saturday night at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Jacobs says Golovkin's size, power, and his experience in the 160 division will be the telling factor. This would be Canelo's first fight at middleweight, Jacobs point out, and he's facing arguably the best fighter in the division. Canelo's previous fight at middleweight were catchweight affairs against Miguel Cotto, Alfredo Angulu, Amir Khan, Laura, and James Kirkland. None of them are true middleweights. Golovkin will be the first legitimate middleweight that Canelo will have faced. Jacobs, 30 years old, lost a close 12-round unanimous decision to Golovkin on March 18th of this year in a fight that many in the sport of boxing thought should have gone the other way. Jacobs gave Golovkin all he could handle in the fight, but a knockdown in the fourth hurt Jacobs' chances of getting a win. Without the knockdown, the outcome could have been different. Golovkin didn't have the same incentive to destroy Jacob that he has in the Canelo fight. Golovkin emphasized that point in the last week, saying that he didn't have the want to fight Jacobs like he does with Canelo. He really wants to knock Canelo out and put an exclamation point on his career. Jacobs would like to fight Canelo if he get past Golovkin. However, it's not a fight that has been mentioned by Canelo's promoter at Golden Boy. They're interested in a rematch against Golovkin depending on if the fight results are close or controversial. Canelo could also wind up fighting David Lemieux, Cotto, or Billy Joe Saunders. You would have to assume that Jacobs would be far below those guys due to his size, power, and the threat he brings. I say absolutely, said Jacobs to Series Rush when asked if he liked to fight Canelo if he get past GGG. Obviously, he's a very talented fighter and one of the biggest draws in the whole sport of boxing. For me to step in the ring with him, it would be an honor to prove that I'm one of the best and share the ring with the best. It's an honor for you to say that the victory is assured, but this is boxing. Anything can happen, but I really feel like I'm the best middleweight in the world. I'm confident with the mind frame that I have now and the experience, most importantly. I just really see a successful future. The undisputed middleweight champion. If Canelo is going to stay at middleweight after GGG fight, then he's going to need to fight Jacobs sooner or later. Jacobs was too good for Canelo to bypass him for long without being viewed by the boxing public as a ducking him. There were a lot of top fighters at 154 division Canelo never fought when he was fighting in that weight class. He never fought Charlo brother Eric Lubin, Demetrius Andrade, Jarrett Hurd. Those guys don't bring huge fan bases with them, but they are considered the best at 154. Canelo never fought any of them. Canelo agreeing to fight Jacobs after the Golovkin fight would be a real courageous thing for him to do. I don't think he'll do it. There's too much risk involved with fighting Jacobs, and it's not a big money matchup. I say Triple G, said Jacobs when asked who win the fight between Golovkin and Canelo. It's not because him winning will defy me. I'm just truly feeling he's the bigger, stronger, better guy. He wasn't able to do all those things with me inside the ring, but with a guy like Canelo, size matters. This is boxing. It's a physical sport. Triple G has been in there with true middleweights. This will be Canelo's first time stepping in there with a guy who is arguably one of the strongest guys in the middleweight division. So he's really taking a leap and a chance, said Jacobs. It's unclear if Jacobs has been keeping up with the latest Canelo GGG news, but if he had, he'd know that Canelo has bulked up and is looking bigger than Golovkin right now. Golovkin trainer Abel Sanchez expects him to be smaller than Canelo during the fight. Jacobs might be unconvinced that adding size for Canelo will help him in the power department. Bulking up will help Canelo take shots, but it might not do anything to help him punch with more power. But as long as Canelo isn't being knocked back from the weight of Golovkin's punches, then that helps him. Canelo can afford to be seen by the judges get knocked off balance each time Golovkin hits him with a jarring shot to the head. So I really feel like he can't take those punches, said Jacobs. It's going to be a long night or an early night. Regardless, it's going to be really hard for Canelo to try to tame a come-forward bull like Triple G. Canelo the guy I see coming forward. I really don't see him going backwards like that. So it's really going to be interesting to see if he can adjust. But if he can't, then you will see the results, said Jacobs. If Golovkin can land his big power shots against Canelo all night long, it's probably not going to last long. If Canelo can't make Golovkin think twice before letting his hands go, it's going to be a short night, like Jacobs says. He knows how hard Golovkin can punch, and he went the full 12 rounds with him last March. Canelo intimidated his last opponent, Julio Cesar Chavez, from throwing his punches, and it results in an easy 12-round unanimous decision victory on May 6th. If Golovkin isn't scared off by Canelo counterpunching, he'll have a good chance of turning him into a knockout win number 34 in his career, and it would be a signature career win for GGG that he's been looking for since he turned pro 10 years ago. Golovkin couldn't get guys like Miguel Cotto to fight him. It took almost 3 years to finally get Golden Boy to give him a chance with Canelo. Now Triple G is on the verge of finally taking advantage of it by knocking out Canelo. It's going to be a hard fight for both guys unless one of them can get an early knockout. Golovkin isn't the type of guy to just give up and let Canelo get away with hitting him with counter shots without looking to knock him out. The counter punching for Canelo could lead him to getting knocked out quickly in this fight, as GGG isn't going to just take shots without looking to hit Canelo as hard as he can with every punch. It's doubtful that Golovkin will back off and cover up like he did frequently against Danny Jacobs. There's too much on the line, and Golovkin have a lot more to prove in this fight. Golovkin came into the Jacobs fight as a bigger favorite than he is in this fight. There's a lot more motivation for Golovkin to prove himself. I think it's easier for Golovkin to get up for this fight a lot more than his typical fights, as he's not walking into the contest scene as a slam dunk favorite. It's always easier to get up for those type of fights. Gotta give a shout out to Jim Dowell. That was a pretty good article, man. You know, Danny Jacobs, man, he really don't think Canelo gonna be able to handle that power. You know, he the first one to handle that power. And don't forget, Danny Jacobs is 5'11". Danny Jacobs said the same thing I said in my other video. Just because you get stronger don't mean your punch is going to be harder. He said the only thing this weight going to help him on is him being able to endure more punches. But hopefully that Canelo not only can endure punches, hopefully Canelo combination punching and his punching power can nullify GGG from attacking him, or it's gonna be a short night. Simple as that. I can't see this fight going 12 rounds. So this Canelo first time moving up. Y'all comparing the fighters that Canelo been fighting, man, and when we break that down, we see that being the worst fights that he could have fought in the 154 division when all them other fighters like the Charlo brothers and everybody else was there. And then they talking about, well, the Charlo brothers didn't bring in no money and all that shit. Man, look, man, if this the kind of champion you're going to be, Canelo, if you're going to be the type of champion that only fight people that bring in money, you know what I mean, fight Amir Khan, move Amir Khan to 167 and shit just because he bring in a lot of money, you really ain't going to be my favorite fighter. You feel me? You really going to be one of the worst champions in the world, man. And then make it so bad, you act like you fight big money fights. But shit, you only fought like 3 pay-per-views since the Floyd Mayweather fight. I mean, this the kind of champion we gonna have. You feel me? This the kind of champion you gonna have if Canelo win. Canelo fans. He's not gonna knock GGG out and be like after the fight, I want to fight Danny Jacobs. He's not gonna call Danny Jacobs out if he beat GGG. We're gonna go back to seeing him fight big name country fighters from different countries that got big fan bases. But they ain't gonna be on pay-per-view because Americans don't know nothing about it, so you know we gonna watch it on HBO. But he ain't gonna fight no big names, bro. He's not gonna fight. That's why I want to see him win. He's not gonna fight Danny Jacobs. He's not gonna fight Charlo. You know he's not gonna. He ain't finna do that, man. Dude just finna fight Billy Joe Saunders probably after this. You feel me? I could see something like that. And I did do a little research on what happened in sparring, and from what I heard, they brought some old articles back from 2011 that was erased. They brought them back, and it was talking about how GGG was beating the shit out of Canelo. And you know, y'all go look that up yourself. I ain't gonna get too deep in that. Canelo done gained all his weight. Now he gotta rehydrate all the way back down to 160 on Friday. Man, that man, I don't think he gonna make weight Friday, man. You ask me. I mean, this man's not fighting Billy Joe Saunders, man. He's fighting GG fucking G, man. And this fucker hits hard, bro. You feel me? Hey, man, the man, if he try to counter this man all night, man, he gonna end up like Chocolate Tito, my dog. I'm telling you, he's gonna break the internet, man. He gonna end up like Chocolate Tito. You feel me? And GGG wasn't motivated, he say, like he is against Canelo. He wasn't motivated against Jacobs like he is against Canelo. He said he's very motivated. This is a big name. This is a strike that he want to get put on his fucking record. And I feel him. You know what I mean? This is a major fight, man. You know, it's a major name. You knocking Canelo out will be key. And then he know how everybody talking that he got to get the knockout. So, you know, he's going for the knockout this fight. I mean, this man probably can't sleep at night, man, thinking about how he going to knock this motherfucker out, man. He going to be biting his teeth like, I want to knock your ass out. I can't wait. He will be gritting his teeth thinking about how he going to fuck that boy up. Nigga probably got to sleep with a mouthpiece, man. I'm telling you, man. I mean, even Canelo said the motherfucking fight ain't going 12 rounds. I mean, damn, what the hell? Are y'all, hey, look, y'all. This is just my opinion. If y'all want other opinions, I suggest you go check out my boy Love One Hate One. He's a Canelo fan. He got a million different ways Canelo could be GGG. You know what I mean? But you know, y'all want to check out a nice breakdown. Y'all go check out Casual Boxing Talk. He breaking that shit down better than nobody. You know what I mean? Killing the game with the breakdowns. I see him. I see you, Casual. But yeah, for sure. Go check them out too. You know what I mean? If y'all don't understand what the point that I'm trying to make. But as simple as this, bro. This fight not going 12 rounds. Fact. Danny Jacobs just got done fighting GGG. He know what the fuck he was dealing with. Yeah, Canelo gained this weight might make him better last a little longer. You know what I mean? But after reading the article about what happened in spine, boy, Canelo curved out like a pit bull, man. He talking, hey, I wish I could hear Canelo speak some damn English so I could see how he really feel, man. You feel me? Because having a translator make it seem like you deaf, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to be funny, and I'm just for real though. Make it seem like you can't really talk and shit. Like you gotta do sign language, and your translator be like, he said that this is what he want to do. Nah, man, I want to hear Canelo, man. Hell nah, GGG ain't from America. He know I speak English. I mean, so at the end of the day, man. Hey, man, I'm going for GGG. I think he's a better champion. I think we're going to get better fights out of GGG. We ain't going to have to wait 2 years and shit, 3 years and shit to get a good fight out of GGG. You know, Canelo could have stayed at 154. I wouldn't have mind him fighting, you know what I mean, at 154. But he wasn't fighting nobody at 154, so it was time for his ass to move up and get that work. Let GGG take him out. Man, I'm tired of it. If you the best, you the best. Shit, I'm tired of you weight bullying, man. Been a nice day, nice breakdown, man. We know where to put our money at now. Say if you got money on Canelo, call him and call the bet off. Love One Hate One, call Casual Boxing Talk and tell him that you don't want to make that bet, man. I'm telling you, man, save your money. And once again, thank you guys for coming to Q City World. You know the motto. If you're not a subscriber, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the out of here.